The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, can you hear me? Okay, good. Recording in process. And do you have any questions regarding Git?
Наш стрим, и стрим этот просто формат, в котором мы
Did you do
проводим первый урок
something with Git or
нового
not?
класса, который я вот сегодня начинаю. Класс этот о том, как успешно оперировать на рынке труда Соединенных Штатов. Соответственно, у нас есть группа, там около 50 человек, которые проводят в этом классе. У нас есть
as I mentioned before, it looks not easy for first time, but when you try, when you start using it every day, you will see how it's easy and how it works. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. I will describe you today a bit more. Maybe we'll create more graphic information about how it works, and we will talk about remote repository, okay? Not just about local. Okay. Let's talk about Git and how it works. Do you see my screen? Okay, good. Alexei, we will talk about Git, and later we'll talk about GitHub. Okay, good. As I mentioned before and I showed you last time, we have master branch. Master branch, it's a branch which contains current code, okay? And it's like its main branch. And nobody, like in normal life, nobody can just do something in master branch, okay? If we want to change something, we have to create our branch, and after, if we decide, okay, all our changes should be in master branch, we have to merge it in master branch. Okay, how it works? Usually, of course, you can do this by yourself on your computer, but what purpose of doing use remote repository? Your computer, you can block your computer. It can happen something with your disk or completely with your computer, and you can lose all your data. But if you store it somewhere in cloud, it doesn't matter what happened with your computer. You can go there and take your current code. Is it clear? Yes, no? Okay, good. Okay, for example, this is our master branch and this is time. from now and go to future, because it's never stop. This master branch, it's remote branch, like that, and your all your code saved in cloud. What if you want to change something in your code? Okay, let's do this. To change it, you have to create your branch. For example, you go here, and I will paint a bit. And now you have your branch, okay? And we can name it branch 1. Okay? When you work with your code, you just pull some state of your code here, and in time you work with your code and do some changes. But if you work alone with your code, it's one situation. If you work with somebody else, it be different, okay? Let's talk about you work alone with this code. You have your master branch, and you have a branch 1. When you do some changes here, master branch know nothing about your changes in branch 1. Like I showed you before, if you decide when you did some changes here, you completely broke your code, or you did a lot of changes and now it's not working, and you realize it's too hard to restore it, okay? What you can do, you can just forget about your branch, you can delete it, and you don't need to care about it. At the same time, your code still in the same condition as was when you create your branch 1, for example. What do you mean? Yeah, it's recording right now. Okay. Is it clear so far? Because we are going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay? Okay, good. Okay. Okay, you decide your branch, your code in branch 1 completely wrong. You don't want to do anything with it. You can just forget about it, or for some reason you cannot continue with your code right now. Maybe you need to learn something, or I don't know. Maybe you need some information for more, like maybe you use some credentials and you don't have it right now, and you will do this later. Okay? Okay. We decide we don't want to use our branch anymore, and we just forget about it. We can delete it, we cannot delete, it doesn't matter. Okay, you decide, I want to create one more branch. Okay, for example, I don't want to cross it, like here, and we have branch 2. Okay, branch 2, and this time we decide we like our code, and we test it, we work with it, and we say, okay, we need this code in our master branch. What can we do here? We just merge our branch in master. Maybe it's like merge. Okay, and from this point, all our master branch will contain all code from branch 2, and we will have no information, no changes from branch 1. Is it clear, guys? Okay. And as I showed you before, you don't need remember what changes you're done. You can just forget about it because your master branch is still in first condition. From this point, if you want to do something else, you can create new branch and continue work with a new code. Okay, and it can be branch 3, or if you when you merge your branch, for example 2, or when you delete branch 1, you can use these names again because it's not already exist. You cannot have a lot of branches with one name in one time. And for example, in this branch 3, you code something. At the same time, you create branch number 4 again. And maybe, okay, 3 and 4 at the same time. Branch 4. You add something in your code here, change something in your original code there. It's two different steps. Both these branches not touch each other. It's completely different. Okay? Wait, I will talk about it. Okay? And branch 1, it's we decide we don't need this branch. We can delete it and forget about it. But you create 2 more branches, like branch 4 and branch 3. In branch 4 you add something. In branch 3 you did something else. Okay, like that. And now you decide, okay, my branch, my code from branch 3 works good, and I want to use it in master branch. I want to merge it. No problem. You can go and merge it. Okay? Okay. Copy paste merge here. Okay, what happened now? And if you want, because you can't do this at the same time, it's impossible, merge 2 branches in 1 second. If you will try to do this, anyway, one of these will be merged first. Now, if you want to merge branch 4 to master, it can be 2 situations. You can merge it anyway without any problems, but if you change something in your branch 3, like if you have the same function, for example, here and here. Here you change it somehow and merge it in master branch. When you try to, and you work with the same function in branch 4. And now if you want to merge branch 4 into master, it will conflict because your branch expect master branch condition from this point. But here it was changed. And if we have 2 changes, this change and your change, we don't know how to fix it. Which one, how to say, better. And what we have to do in this situation, because if you try to do this, it will show you conflict. Before merge your branch 4, you have to merge master branch inside your branch 4. What are you doing? you merge condition from your master branch here. If you have some conflicts here, you can fix it, because, for example, PyCharm will show you, okay, I have these lines in your branch, I have the same lines with different information in master branch. Please decide what do you want to save. And you can save one version, second version, you can mix it, but you have to tell to system what are you going to do. You decide what do you need. And after that, when you merge master in your branch, after that you don't have anything in conflict, but in this time you don't have conflict with your master branch. But at the same time, you have more functionality, or less if you delete something, in your branch. Is it clear now? Okay. Again, here, when you take like snapshot of your code here, you start working with the two branches. First branch, when you finish work with it, you add this code in master. And now master has different code than code in your branch, because in this point it was changed. But your branch, remember what was in master in this point, okay? And to fix this, to let know for your branch, branch 4, what is master right now, you have to take code from master branch and merge it in your branch 4. After that, you have full information, like system has full information about master branch in this point. System knows all your changes, and after that, of course, you can merge your branch here. Okay, like that. Okay, guys, what do you think? Is it more clear now? Not? Should I repeat it, or we can go forward? Okay, good. Let's go forward. But now, when we are talking about it, honestly, you know what's going on here, there, because you are doing this. And it's not a surprise for you if you change something, you know what was changed in which branch, etc. Yeah, and in real life, you can create, it can be your question, you can create another branch from branch. It means you don't have to create a branch only from master. You can create this branch, not finish it, and create new branch. It can be more forks, okay? It can be, because in this time, for example, in branch 4, you decide to try, I don't know, different approaches. And you don't know which approach will work, and you can create like branch 4.1, 4.2. Okay, you can do this way too. It means you can create one branch, change something here, change code, and later you can create 2 more branches for some reason and start working with it. After that, you decide, okay, I want to continue with branch 4.1, not with this one. What are you supposed to do? You have to merge master in your branch 4.1, okay? We stop working with this one, with that one, and when you are done with it, you can merge your branch 4.1 in master branch. Yeah, it's tree, and every time you decide which part of this tree works for you, and you have to remember, okay, if I change something, maybe like original part was changed, I have to bring it back to my current branch, merge it, and after that you can merge all your code in master branch. Why? Because when you try, if you don't do this part, for example, you made a lot of changes here, and you decide to merge your code in master, but master was changed here, and remote system, or it doesn't matter, remote or it's your local Git, don't understand how to merge it, and it will tell you, please, I have merge conflict, resolve it. And to resolve it, we don't need to merge it and receive situation with conflict and do something. We can prevent it. We just here, before we want to merge, we ask, okay, master branch, give me your current state. Here, if it has some conflicts, you will fix it. If not, it will merge automatically. And after that, you can merge your branch to master. Okay. This is one situation. Maybe I can duplicate slide like that. What if you start working with it and you work in company? Because in company, a lot of people use the same code. Okay, like that. Okay, here you start working with code. You pull code from master repository here, and you are working with your branch 1. It's a bit shorter. But somebody in your company works on the same code too. They can start work here after you, and they can do their changes. Okay? It can be branch X. Okay, somebody works on his changes of code and decide, okay, I'm done. Of course, he can do more trees here and blah blah blah. But anyway, to simplify it, we use just one branch here, and he decided to merge his branch here. Of course, he did like that. Merge a master in his branch and resolve conflicts if he has, and bring branch back. And you finish work with your code here. You change nothing in master from this point to this point, and you decide to merge it. What do you think? What happened here in this situation? Yes, it will conflict, but you don't know about it because somebody else already changed code, and you think, okay, I'm working with my code, it looks like that, but no, it can be changed in few seconds after you pull this code to your branch, because maybe somebody else start working here with this code and merge his code to a master branch before you do this. In this way, every time before do this, you have to merge master branch to your branch. If you have some conflicts, you have to resolve it on your side. If not, if you don't have any changes, any conflicts, you will system will do this automatically, and after that you can merge your code in master branch. And of course, it can be a lot of people who works on one code. It can be a weird situation, but it's possible. Somebody else did the same thing. When you pull this code here, somebody tried to make small changes like that. Change code and merge it back. You pull master branch, merge it into your branch. Okay, for example, you have conflict. You spent a bit time to resolve it and try to merge it back, but you have conflict again. Why? Because for this time somebody did something and already changed master branch. Of course, it's not. It's the situation will not often, but it's possible, and you don't have to be surprised. Why? I just fixed my conflict and I have it again. Yes, if you have the situation, you have to go back, pull current master, and resolve conflicts if you have. If not, don't care about it and merge it to master. Is it clear, guys? I understand, like it's hard to start understand it, fully understand it from first time. It has a lot of different situations. It has more like parts in Git, and it's okay if you understand in general, but not in details. It's okay. You have to start working with it, and when you spend some time, you will start to understand more why it works like that, what happened here, and later I will to understand more branches. I will post one website. It's like a model which will help you to learn more about branches. You will have to create commands. You will say, okay, can you create new branch? You will do this. Okay, can you create one more branch? You will do this. It will help a bit more with it. Okay, good. Yeah, because Git it's really big part, and we can talk about it like in general, really briefly, to start understand what's going on here. Okay, good. Yeah, and in all companies works like that. We have different people who take code to their branches, and After that, they have to merge new version of code to master, and master keep current version of code. Nobody cares about these branches. Okay, for company we have just master, or some companies can have like let me duplicate slide. Some companies can have not master. It can be some I don't know, pre-master, like that. What it means? Few people in company have an access to master branch, and they can create, they can pull and merge current master branch to pre-master. It can names differently, and you can work only with this branch. You can do a lot of changes here, but you have no access to master. And later, when they decide, they can merge it to master. It will not you. It can be just one person who do this. Okay, guys, is it clear? Okay, it's not good, it's not bad. It depends of your company architecture, and you can do nothing with it. Okay, you just follow company rules. It's not more safe. It's just a different approach. And I worked in company who use like this model, and with this model. And for me, it's nothing. Okay, good. But what we can tell about safe, of course. If you come to a company, you can do something and completely broke whole code. Okay, and how we can avoid it? First, every time when you when you merge here, or when you do commits in your code, do you remember you have when you run your branch, we had a commits. I can mark it like that, for example, commit at it's time when you do something and decide I want to save this point. Every time when you merge something, it will create commit automatically here and there and here. Okay, and every time as I showed you before, do you remember here when I create commit, I add some comments here, and you will have comments on each commit. Like that. Comment, for example, 1. Comment 2, etc. If you when you do this, and in this point you realize, okay, something goes wrong, and you can go back to any of these previous points. You can just why we are doing these comments. Of course, each commit has his code. For example, here I have in PyCharm Git button. If I tap on it and I go to log, do you see? It shows me every commit which I done. It shows date and time, and it shows name, like my comment. And if I'm working here and decide, oh, something goes wrong, I can go back, for example, to edit sleep. And you see, this is ID of commit. It's much longer, but system shows us only first 8 symbols. And I can say, okay, what I changed here, there, and if I go here, I can click on my file, and system will show what was changed in this commit. But if I want, I can roll back to this commit and start working with my code from here. And 3 will show something like that, like second line here. Okay? Is it clear, guys? Okay. Okay, let's continue. And the same will be here. Here, there. If you did something wrong with code and somebody merged it here, they can go back to previous commit and like decline your changes. Okay? Is it clear? One more opinion, plus, minus. Okay, good. But we want to avoid this situation. We don't like it. And what can we do with it? Okay, I want to simplify it. Delete this guy from here. Okay. We don't use it. Every time when you try to merge your code in a system, you cannot do this directly. You have to create a PR. It names a pull request. What is a pull request? When you send your code, I will show you later how it works. You create a pull request, and your code have to be approved for somebody. In different companies, it can be different, of course. Some companies can have specific persons who check your code and decide, is it good to merge or not? If they don't like something or have questions, they can add comments in your code, and you can see their questions, you can answer, or if they don't like something for some reason, you can go back, change your code, and update. From PR, if you create PR and you need to change something, you change your code and push it back to PR in the same PR. And the person who review it, he can say, okay, now it's good. And after his approval, it will go to master branch. Okay. In different companies, it can be, like I told you before, one person. Okay. It can be a few persons, like that. It can be, maybe it can be your coworkers, and you, like, for example, you have to, you can assign review for your code for 5 people, but to move it, to merge it in master, you have to receive 3 approvals. And when 3 person approve it, after that, your code can be merged in a master branch. And this is prevent you to merge something wrong, something not. It can be a wrong style. It can be wrong, or maybe you have to use something or some functionality which already was written, but you try to duplicate it in your code, or you write something completely wrong. And it's like 3 people try to look at this and try to help you to avoid it. And if 3 of this person decide, okay, it looks good, after that it will be merged. Of course, they can check your code carefully or not. If they don't care about your code, especially if you like works a long time and they know your coding really good, and they said, I don't want to spend time, it's always good, and they just try to just click, okay, and your code with broken parts goes here. Okay, it's possible, but this schema helps us to prevent as much as possible broke our code. Is it clear? Okay. Yeah, guys, if not, don't be shy. If I need, I will repeat it, because we're going to go forward. Yeah, and I recommend you to go to YouTube, for example, and different person can explain it in different words, and you can start to understand it more clear. And of course, you must practice it. Just if you start doing something, just you start coding, when you create project, first run git init, okay? Initialize it, and you can do like your changes not often, but if you change something, just commit it. One day it will help you a lot. And use remote repository, because I had a situation when for some reason, I don't know why, nobody knows why, my Git was broken, and when I just turn on computer and nothing, and I can't read my code. I just delete it completely and pull my current version of code from remote repository, spend few minutes, and continue do my work. Okay? Okay, good. Let's talk about repositories. We have different companies who offer remote repositories. First one, it's all time, and you will start when you come to your company. First, you will start from Git, because when you come to your company, you will have nothing. It will empty operation system. usually you have to install all by yourself. And after that, when, for example, if you install all, you install PyCharm, and you want to start working with project, you have to go to your GitHub. It can be GitLab or Azure, and you have to pull current code, and after that you can work with it. Okay. Most popular system and which I works, it's I can name it here. It was Azure. This is provided by Microsoft. Bitbucket. Bitbucket. It's from Atlassian. GitLab and GitHub. Let's take a look. Okay. Azure by Microsoft. It's a cloud service. If I remember correct, oh yeah, you can start free. If you want to try it, you can sign in here, and okay, you can sign in and take a look how it works. Okay, you can read about this service here. Don't try to go too deep, but if you will take a look a bit, it will help. And what service your company uses, of course, it's not your choice. When you come there, and you will work with some of them. GitLab, for example, this one. GitHub and Bitbucket and Bitbucket. Yeah, it's pretty the same systems, and they works pretty the same, but it has a bit different like from your point of view, because of course inside it works different, but from you like user it works pretty the same with different UI. Some people different people prefer different services. Okay, I was working with 3 of them on my job, and GitHub I use just for myself. And I prefer GitLab than others, but it's just my opinion, and maybe for you it can be different. Okay, you can try get it free. Bitbucket. It was written by Atlassian. Atlassian, which create Jira and Confluence, which you will use, I think, 100% in your job. And some companies like to use Jira and Bitbucket because it's like one company built it and it's integrated very well. But to be honest, GitLab works with Jira good too, okay? And usually who are trying to do their who works at home, like when you do some of your projects, you have to store it somewhere, and sometimes you want to show people, okay, I do something, I want to share my code, or in some companies, you can add in your resume link for, usually it's GitHub. You send link to GitHub, and people who hire you can go to your project and take a look. What do you have? And they can. Nobody will run your code because nobody wants to install something on their computer, but they can go to your code and take a look how it's written. What is your code style? How do you use? Okay. The same functionality can be written in different ways, and it can be really slow, or it can be really fast. You can read about big O notation like that, and this is notation gives you understand how fast your code working. And when you maybe it's not good example, you can find a lot of for example in YouTube, and people explain it really easy. And big notation tells you if you run this part of code, it will how long it will how many time it will take. For example, if you run it with for example, you have list and you have 5 values. When you run your code, and it will work with this list, and it will take 5 seconds. Okay, and if we take a look on your code, we can decide, okay, if I have 50 elements, it will take 50 seconds. Okay, it's straightforward, but your code can be written a bit different, and when you run 5 elements, it takes 5 seconds. But if you run 50, it takes 10 minutes. Okay, it's just because you use not optimal way to do this. And I don't want to talk about it right now a lot, but I recommend you to read about big O notation, and it will be a bit more clear for you. Okay, guys? Is it clear? Guys? Anybody hear me? Okay. When you all of you silent, I don't understand. Maybe nobody can hear me. Okay, good. Just don't go too deep in this. It's more for developers. But sometimes when you go to automation, people can ask you a question. Do you know what is it? And if you read about it a bit, you can explain what's going on. Okay. And sometimes if you have coding interview, it's depend of position. Yeah. Okay. If you go to position as automation, like manual with automation, usually people means okay, and usually people expect from you can modify code a bit, or you can just use steps from your framework in Behave, for example. But if you apply for some senior position, of course people will ask you, okay, do you know what is big O notation? And they will ask you coding, and they will take a look how you do this, and etc. And I'll show you how it works with it. Okay, good. We can use, you can try all these 4 most popular platforms. If you want, for your personal use, you can use GitHub. It's pretty easy. And let's take a look of our code. Okay, what I've done, I just took my code, our project from previous lesson, and upload it to GitHub. Okay, here's how GitHub looks. It can be a dark mode, it can be a white mode. It's up to you. And you can have a lot of projects. Each project can be public or private. If project public, it means everybody who have an access to GitHub can see your code. If you make your project private, and when you create project, it will ask you what type of project do you want to have. Nobody can see it. Only if you give to somebody link and permission for your code. And to work with this code, you can use a login password to work from HTTP. I can show here. We can use HTTP, and if you try to connect here using HTTP, it will require login and password. You can use SSH. I prefer SSH. You have to just create a pair of keys. One key stored on your computer, one of key stored here in your project. And when you try to connect, system check, okay, do you have your key? Okay, check these keys. If it compare it, if it's correct pair, it provides you an access. And you don't need to care about login and password. Okay? Is it clear, guys? Okay, later you can read a bit about SSH keys, and usually when you create keys, it's provide information, I believe, if you go to settings, maybe. No. Okay. Somewhere here it should tell you about keys. Anyway, now I have project the same as here. Look at this. For example, I can open our login feature file, and I have the same login feature file here. Look at this. Do you see? It looks the same. But this code stored on GitHub, in GitHub repository, remotely somewhere. This code stored on my computer. And how can I have an access to it? When you start working with PyCharm, what have you done? You create your lesson. Do you remember? And we start add files. And when I upload my changes, you go to these files, copy, paste it, etc. But we can work with it in different way. Look at this. Okay, when I start working here, I can say not create new project or open project. I can say get from VCS. It's a version control system. And what version control system do I want to use? I use Git. I never use this one. Git is most popular system. And after that, I can go to my GitHub. If you want, you can try to do the same with me, but I believe you have to create your GitHub account first. You just go to github.com, it will ask you some question, provide your address, and you will have your account. Let me paste it here. If you already have, it's good. Okay, we have this one. And if I go to, when you go to this page, you will have this button code. And it will ask you, for you, you have to choose HTTPS. Okay, I can do this. And paste here, URL. What's going on here? Now Git knows about remote repository with this address, and it will clone this project from remote repository to your computer in this folder. Of course, you can change it. I don't want to change it, and I press button clone. Look at this. Now I have the same project, but now it's not lesson 4. Now it's dev PCS automation. Okay, and I have the same file like here. Login feature. Do you see? The same file. I just pull it from a remote repository. I showed you this is before. What I'm done right now, I just took remote master from remote master branch in remote repository. I just pull my code to my computer, but it's on master branch. What first I have to do? I have to create new branch. I can say master, new branch from master, and say it's branch A1. If you will play with it, don't name it like that, because if system has this branch in repository, it will decline you. Okay, name it different. Okay, create, and do you see now I have branch A1. I have two branches on my local machine, branch A1 and master. And if I open remote, I have master and nothing else here. Okay, let's take a short break for 5 minutes and we will continue. Okay, guys?